Scots arrived in Poatinga. That's 100 years ago. 2013, the Enrights reunited. Goodness knows what's going to be happening in 2113. But I know that we will still be here. Why? Because Ruth and John are buried here. And in New Zealand, not just amongst Māori, it's become a real thing in New Zealand. Where our people are buried is where our children will tend to go back to. So even those of us who've got whānau and, like many of our uncles and aunties are not buried in Poatinga. And yet, here are their children here today. Here's Monty and Queenie here today. I just want to say that the reunion idea started as a result of that woman sitting there, behind Joyce Venak, who sent a message to me through her daughter 4 years ago, or just after the Herbert reunion, saying, I think you'd be a good one to get the ball rolling for a reunion. And I thought, I cannot do it by myself. And I really knew that Tony had had the experience of organising the Herbert one. So I ran it past him. He said, do you reckon we can do it? This is in April this year. It was our first meeting. April this year. And there was another person, 2 other people that I really have to mention. One, Debbie Coquet, who is a grandchild, I think a great-grandchild of May Emmeline. She was pushing me from Australia. And this is going to make you cry, Jodie, but it was your mum, Audrey. The late Audrey, our cousin Audrey Goodhue, was pushing from Aipara. Now, Audrey was never one to say much, and I used to think she was a snob. She wasn't. So she was all in for it, boots and all. And then, of course, she passed away about this time last year. At the beginning of this year? Yeah, at the beginning of this year. She was just a little bit of, maybe a year a bit older than me. What a shock. So that was the background to it. I look, and I want to say, Sylvia, thank you. You have been... Look, I said to Daryl Enright, Bill's son, that movie called Field of Dreams, there's a line in it where he has a vision to build a blinking baseball field in the middle of a cornfield, and his wife and everybody think he's mad, but there's a line in it where he's told, build it and they will come. This is the silver fox. We're the silver foxes. It wouldn't have happened if my cousin had not said, can we do it? Yeah, we can do it. I wouldn't have been able to do it. None of us would have been able to do it by ourselves. But none of it would have made a blind bit of difference if people like Sylvia, Bill, Monty, Queenie, Charlie, who else is here from that generation? My Uncle Frank, all my Auntie Ron, Bet, Mari, Maud, Imelda, Rose, George Herbert, Frank Herbert, my father. I may have said those already. I'm trying to remember all that generation. There were 87 first cousins of that generation. Makes Elmer's family look small. There were only 69 of them. I only got 69 first cousins. 87, and there are 35 of you still alive, Monty. That's pretty good going for people who were born last century, at the beginning of last century, early in the last century. So, thank God we got good genes. I heard somebody say the Herberts are lucky because they've got family here. You've all got family here. And we would be terribly hurt if you came anywhere north without letting us know. And even if we had to come out to Kaitaia to meet you, we'll come out to meet you. Okay? Love you. Thank you for making our dream come true. See you all again.